What's going on, YouTube? Smoked Out 760 here, coming at you with a Division 2 PvE, yes I said it, PvE build video. Now this is my first PvE build, so go easy on me. Let's just jump right into it, man. We've got the Technician specialization, and I'm using that for 50% skill power. But before I go any further, take a look at the armor. We are 526k armor, 3121 skill power on the Hive, 3243 skill power on the Seeker. And you can see we don't have much weapon damage on here, but I'll explain to you why in a second. So with this Hive, we're going to be running a 98.9% damage mod and a 99.3% damage mod paired with the 75% radius mod. So as far as I know, NPCs don't have hazard protection or an immunity to bleed. There may be some circumstances where they do, but I've yet to encounter it. Anything bleeding, you're just going to light up with your AR. It's got Sadist on it, and I'm running it because, again, there is not a lot of weapon damage on here, but I'm getting a nice 30% weapon damage to bleeding enemies. For my second skill, we're running the Cluster Seeker Mines. You can see I've got 96.1% damage on here, paired with 7 extra cluster mines. So it clears out missions, control points, anything with a lot of NPCs. It makes light work of them. You can see we've got a 166.2% skill haste mod on here, and the cooldown is 21 seconds. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for the cooldown, I'm just beaming everything that's bleeding with this AR. The build for DTE doesn't have a whole lot of damage to elites. I've seen people stack it up in the hundreds, but I've got just enough to get the job done. 76% DTE, and I'm getting that from just one piece on the mask, I believe. Yeah, nowhere else on the build. Alright, you can see the backpack. I would like to have skilled on there, or just something to reset skill cooldowns. If I could find the right piece, I'll probably revamp this build and go ahead and throw that on there. Bloodsucker on the chest piece, it works really good when you take away their armor. I think it's what, 25% bonus armor for 10 seconds. Max stack is 6. It is 2-piece Alps. You can see 20%, 3-piece Alps, excuse me. 20% skill haste, 10% skill power, 15% Hive skill power, and we've got the BTSU gloves. So anytime I get something on bleed with that status effect, any status effect really, I'm gonna gain 10% skill damage, 10% skill healing, and repair plus 10% skill duration. That's 10% per every yellow I have. You can see in the top left corner, I've got 7 yellows. So we're going to get 70% damage. Pair that up with the damage mods that are already there. You can see what I'm doing here. I am stacking massive damage. NPCs, elites especially, don't stand a chance. The knee pads here, it is the 20% skill power. I've got empowered on there, maybe patience or something. This build is just a template, but this is how I like to run it. The holster is Fenris, so I get a little bit of AR damage. Plus you can see we've got Devastating on there. So I'm trying to squeeze out as much AR damage as I can. Other than that, man, that's the build. I will provide some gameplay video. You can see it in action at the end of this. Go ahead, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Till then, Smoked Out 760 here. See you next time. Ooh, look at that armor. Like a barcode.